You are now tuned into Flippin the Birds, a Philly Sports Network podcast.
Welcome all to episode 39 of Flippin the Birds. I'm Brian Cameron. He's Chris Infante. And welcome back from vacation, bro. How was it?
It was different. For those who don't know, I went down to South Carolina. I live in New Jersey, so does Brian. Now that things start to open up a little bit, my wife and I were like, you know what, we're going on a 10, 11, 12-hour trip down to South Carolina. And it was we went down there last Sunday. We came back yesterday. Still pretty tired. But I got my color back.
You do look very tan.
I got my color back. I'm very happy about that. I was looking a little pale. I was looking very, very non-Puerto Rican. So I just slapped on some 30. I can't do 50. I can't do underneath anymore. I can't do under that anymore. Just a bird now. Getting old sucks. But got my color back. Happy. Tired.
Look, you look kind of worn down, man. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I thought I brought all my bags in from the car, but I kept some here.
He's stupid.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's talk about one major thing that's happening right now for the Eagles. And I know you've noticed this because I probably complain about this to you many times a week.
You complain about a lot of things many times a week, so you got to be more specific.
Wow. Okay. That was a wild shot. Okay. We're throwing jabs already.
It's the truth. I mean,
so the Philadelphia Eagles as a whole, are they beyond overlooked in the NFL right now? Doug Pederson is ranked very low in the Coach of the Year rankings. Carson Wentz is ranked plus 2,000 in MVP rankings. Jalen Rager's ranked a little bit high, but it just seems like nobody wants the Philadelphia Eagles to be recognized at this point.
I mean, it's the same story every year. It's, for whatever reason, people don't like to look at the Eagles for anything.
But even the offseason we just had where we traded for Darius Slay, we signed Nickel Roby-Coleman, we signed Javon Hargrave, drafted Rager, drafted Kayvon Wallace in the 4th round.
We can't say anything about Rager, because Skip Bayless might be listening to this, and he says Eagles should have taken T. Higgins or Jalen Rager. So, since Skip Bayless, might as well put the money on Rager right now, winning off Rookie of the Year. Skip Bayless is so adamant that Rager is going to be awful, and Lamb is going to be this Lamb of God. It's gonna be Lamb's gonna bust, and Rager is gonna come out with 1,500 yards. That's the thing. Rager's mom is even like, shut up, old man, and it's Rager's taking receipts. That's great. It's
killing him to the most right now.
But no matter what, the Eagles could have drafted Calvin Johnson Jr. They could have drafted Barry Sanders to be Miles Sanders' backup. They could have brought T.O. back. They could have gotten Darius Slay, Asante Samuel, put Brian Dawkins in his prime back there, and they would still overlook him. And for whatever reason, it's just the fact that Doug Pederson is severely overlooked every single year. I get it, like his rookie year, but because they weren't great, but
they started off pretty good. They started really good.
Oh yeah, once they started off 3-0, and then they went 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then it just went off the rails. But still, it's the fact that 2017 he didn't win it. After that season that he had, they went to Sean McVay.
That's the mind-blowing thing. I still can't believe that McVay got Coach of the Year, and the Rams haven't done anything since McVay has been there. Let's be honest. They've just been a mediocre playoff team that chokes at the big moments. They choked in the Super Bowl. They didn't show up to the Super Bowl. They did what the Falcons did.
It's it's ridiculous. Sean McVay gets all this love for what? Remembering a play.
And he's not even innovating the game in any way. He's just.
It's what the hell are the Rams doing? Like
Todd Gurley.
It's ridiculous that, and then and then looking even at the odds, and this is from a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So Belichick is number one. I guess if they win the division with Stidham, I guess they're gonna give it to him. I don't know. Vrabel and Mike McCarthy is number two. Really? So McCarthy comes in to a team that's absolutely loaded, that's underachieved for years. For the last 25, 26 years, they've underachieved. And now they're going to get – what if they finally go – they go 9-7? They're going to win Coach of the Year? What's going to happen? So you're going to come into a loaded situation where they drafted Lamb just to spike the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to still pay Dak. You come into a situation where they have the offense to win 13 games. They do. They have the absolute – they don't have the defense to win 13 games. They have the offense to.
They don't have the will to win.
So, but you bring in a coach that, from Packers fans' experiences, don't run their running backs. They are very quarterback friendly. So Zeke Elliott's not going to really do much next year. So you have a lot of money tied in him. But still, he comes into a golden situation for a coach, and you're going to give him what work does he have to do to win that award? And then Mike Vrabel, I see. I like Mike Vrabel. I'm not going to argue with.
I like that Tennessee story from last year. Like Ryan Tannehill coming in and them making to the playoffs, beating the Patriots. Like it was phenomenal to see that.
Yeah, he's a great coach. Like, I'm not going to argue that. Kyle Shanahan comes in next with Frank Reich. We all love Reich. And Cliff Kingsbury. So they finally get a weapon. They get DeAndre Hopkins now. They get Kenyon Drake. They draft Isaiah Simmons, my draft crush, and it's so these teams that are improving are getting their coaches higher odds. So okay.
But here's the weird thing though, because the Eagles have been actually.
That's what I'm getting there.
Oh, well, they've been ranked as one of the most improved teams.
I'm getting there.
I know, but I'm beating you there.
No, I'm going through the list, stupid. Kyle Shanahan. Like really? Frank Reich. They get Phillip Rivers. So that's an upgrade for them. So for
Rivers for the next couple of years.
That's ridiculous. Now next, Sean McDermott. Dude has now the easy way to go to the AFC East Championship now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to give Bill Belichick 1-1 odds to win still. So you're going to give Sean McDermott higher odds than Doug Pederson, who's a division winner. Okay, but next, Bruce Arians gets Tom Brady. So So Bill Belichick was plus 1,000. Vrabel and McCarthy plus 1,400. Shanahan, Reich, Kingsbury plus 1,600. Sean McDermott plus 1,800. Bruce Arians, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, Brian Flores, Mike Tomlin, and John Harbaugh all plus 2,000. So Arians gets Tom Brady and Gronk. That vaults him up. Andy Reid has the same team. They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We're going to get to him in a minute. But that's a good piece for that offense. They keep comparing him to how shady. And even Westbrook, how Reid used him in Philly. He's set up for fantasy success. That he's going to be a good pick in fantasy. Sean Payton, it's the same story every year.
Yeah. Same
fucking story every year.
What do you think they'll complain about this year?
All right, so we got the refs. We got the
refs again.
We got the what?
The refs again
refs again. Got penalty flag. We got Michael Thomas crying about everything. Arguing with Devontae Parker. Like Devontae Parker legit he just on Instagram he just puts that facing Stephen Gilmore is harder than guarding Michael Thomas.
Which is his point of view. And
then Michael Thomas gets all in his feelings. and just starts going off his door. Like that whole damn franchise is pitiful. Like,
Question: where do you rank Michael Thomas as the top wide receivers in the game right now?
see, it's like you can't deny his
I can't deny
production.
But his production is like really, really lopsided.
It's a volume, and we talked about that last week, kind of like Ertz, 148 catches for 1,700 yards. That's around 11, 12 yards a catch. And that's toward the bottom tier of the list if you're talking about elite receivers. So obviously you're going to get the yards if you get the catches. Kudos to him for catching 148 balls. I mean, we may have had 4 receivers that didn't even get to 148 combined.
But Breeze thinking
and you got Drew Brees, Mr. Slant King, Mr. 80% completion, because he just like, okay, here.
Everything short passes. He'll take the chance once in a blue, but not all.
So it's rough because you got Julio Jones, obviously. You got DeAndre Hopkins, obviously. You got I love Mike Evans. So you got Godwin. You got OBJ.
Jarvis Landry.
You got Jalen Reagor. Deshaun Jackson.
John Hightower.
Marquise Goodwin.
Wes Watkins.
So it's rough. It's hard to find a room for Michael Thomas there. You got Nelson
Greg Ward.
next. Okay, sorry. So you got Brian Flores, which I agree with that. Brian Flores, they did a really good job for Miami last year. They upgraded like crazy. I actually like them better than the Bills for that division.
I think Miami takes the division over the Bills.
I think so too.
I think Tua's gonna make some crazy noise, and people
I think so too. If Tua's healthy,
oh man,
that's gonna be a real good offense. They got some douchebag named Byron Jones. Next, Mike Tomlin has a better odds just because he's getting Big Ben back. Are you kidding?
I mean, technically, we're getting Carson Wentz back. So.
Like Big Ben, who came out of quarantine looking like Jumanji, like Robin Williams and Jumanji.
Can we get Ben a sponsorship with Manscaped?
Yeah, apparently he shaved already. So, but hey Ben,
you think he made a basketball out of Antonio Brown's
Since you like going into bathrooms so much, Big Ben, use FTB at checkout from Manscape.com.
20% off.
20% off free shipping. So, anyways, you got John Harbaugh plus 2,000 because he has Lamar Jackson. He just got J.K. Dobbins. He still has Mark Ingram. He has Marquise Brown.
Mark Andrews.
That team had a great draft. They absolutely loaded. Absolutely loaded. Which okay. John Harbaugh is a nice guy. Just because he's a former Eagle staff. Then Sean McVay again, higher odds than Doug Pederson. He lost Gurley, and didn't they trade Brandon Cooks?
Wasn't he like the most productive wide receiver for them outside of Woods?
I completely forgot they traded Brandon Cooks. So he still has better odds than Doug Pederson after all that? Okay.
Yeah, they have Jalen Ramsey.
Okay. Whatever. Who's Jalen Ramsey? Anyways.
Knows anymore.
So you got okay, so that's plus 2,200. Now this is plus 2,500. You got Pete Carroll, Matt LaFleur, Mike Zimmer, Dan Quinn, Zach Taylor on the Bengals, and Doug Pederson. Really. You have the same odds as the fucking Bengals. Because we got Joe Burrow and AJ Green's coming back. Doug Pederson has an MVP caliber quarterback, a second-year pro running back who's going to his own. Get Deshaun Jackson back. You upgrade the offense with Jalen Reagor. You still got Zach Ertz. You got Dallas Goedert. You added Darius Slay. You added Javon Hargrave. You added Nico Roby-Coleman. You added Will Parks. You added Kayvon Wallace. But how much more do I have to keep going? You still have one of the best, if not the best, offensive lines in the game. One of the best, if not the best, defensive lines in the game. So you're going to say a team that finally has weapons, for a quarterback that threw 4,000 yards last year with me and you as their wide receivers.
No receiver over 500 yards. Their running back had over 500 yards, but no.
But he's apparently not good odds. Give me a freaking break.
Question: who won Coach of the Year last year?
I don't remember.
Chris is on fire right now.
Coach of the Year 2019. I want to say. Let me see if I could guess. I didn't press enter yet. Let me see if I can guess. My wife is going for a walk with her mom and her aunt. Hold on. I have the monitor here. Let's see. I'm in charge of the monitor, so if you see me run off the screen, it's because my daughter woke up. Let me see. Coach of the Year last year.
I'm guessing Shanahan.
I want to guess Shanahan also. I want to guess Harbaugh. I want to guess Andy also.
Possibly Andy.
All right, let's see. We're probably both wrong. It's loading. That was my door. I have an automatic door closer lock.
It's kind of dope.
It was $100 at Home Depot.
Not bad.
Yeah, it was all right. It's keeping out the robbers. Okay. Oh, they came up with the NBA. Hold on. Oh, it was John Harbaugh, Ravens. So
makes sense.
Okay. So he comes back to repeat with plus 2,000 odds. But, come on. Doug Pederson has the same odds as Zach Taylor. I don't get it.
Look, his raggedy team last season to the playoffs. They won 4-0 in the last 4 weeks of the regular season.
What more does this guy have to do to get respect? I get it, it's odds makers and they just want money thrown wherever, but he's now entering year 5 as Eagles head coach. He's made the playoffs 3 out of 4 years with a Super Bowl win.
In his second year, he won a Super Bowl.
In his second year, Super Bowl win.
With a sophomore quarterback, he won a freaking Super Bowl. And a backup quarterback, he won a Super Bowl.
Come on. Give him the guy respect. It's so disrespectful. And so now, not only is he plus 2, he's number 2 in the NFC East on odds. Then Ron Rivera is at plus 3,000, not far behind. Then you got Joe Judge at plus 4,000. So you have, I get it. He's not a new per se head coach, Mike McCarthy, but in today's day, when everything going on with virtual shit and all that crap, we are the only team, and you heard Brandon Graham, we're the only team in the division with a returning head coach. The only team. Mm-hmm. Not the Cowboys, not the Giants, not the Redskins. The Philadelphia Eagles have the 5th-year coach, and everyone else has year 1. And you mean to tell me he has plus 2,500 odds to win the NFL Coach of the Year when he's already heads and shoulders above in preparation time?
The Eagles had weapons on the offense, on the defense, and even on the coaching staff. How many offensive assistants are there?
It's like the in the Powder Puff Girls, how the scientist is just pouring shit in the cauldron. That's Doug Pederson added with a touch of Marty Morningwig and a touch of Press Taylor and a touch of Rich Gangarillo and a touch of Deuce Staley and a touch of Jeff Stoutland.
Brian guy. What's his name?
Who?
Is his name Brian?
And a touch of Aaron Moorhead. You mean to tell me all those ingredients for an explosive offense? Nope. He has the same odds as the Bengals.
It's not good enough.
Is it Zach Taylor and Doug Pederson? They're on the same playing field, right? Give me a fucking break.
Why? My question is I understand. This is how it's always been for Philly, but why is it like that for Philly? And it doesn't make sense to me at all. Philly's had a great sports. They've had Allen Iverson. They've had They have Bryce Harper. I'm not a Phillies fan, so I'm not going to go over the Phillies, but they've had great Phillies teams.
They've had great. They won the World Series 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
They even have a great hockey team right now. Like, I don't understand it.
It's just a city of brotherly love gets no love from the brothers and sisters and dads and moms. Everybody. They hate us because they ain't us.
Andrew Briner, that's the other kid's name.
Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So let's talk about a little bit more hate. Let's talk about MVP odds now. The one category that is so disrespectful every single time.
The fact that so quickly, Mahomes is the favorite.
Okay.
Plus 350. Lamar Jackson plus 650. Russell Wilson plus 1,000. Then you have Kyler Murray plus 1,200.
What's the rave about Kyler Murray? Because I've seen his game, and I'm not impressed at all. Like,
people like that. He's like a mini Lamar Jackson.
We have that already. It's Russell Wilson.
Yeah. They're both Russell Wilson. Like, then you got Tom Brady plus 850.
What's Russell Wilson's odds?
I just said plus 1,000 if you listen to me.
I'm sorry.
Drew Brees at plus 2,000. Dak Prescott plus 1,100. Aaron Rodgers plus 1,800. Carson Wentz plus 2,000. Deshaun Watson plus 2,200. And Josh Allen at plus 2,200. You tell me Josh Allen is not far behind Carson Wentz and running for the MVP? Like,
didn't we beat the Bills last year by a wide
Josh Allen sucks. Ask Michael Kist.
Maybe we should bring him back on for that.
Just how bad Josh Allen is. It's ridiculous. It's the fact the highest non-quarterback from what I see is McCaffrey.
Okay.
Plus 3,300. But it's just so damn disrespectful. Like, Carson, what more does Carson Wentz have to prove that he can carry an offense?
Okay, I got a question. So here's the scenario. Eagles don't draft Carson Wentz. Carson ends up in Arizona. Kyler Murray somehow now ends up in Philly. What are the odds now? Do you still think
With the same teams?
different teams? Yeah, with the teams that they are now, yes.
With the rosters?
Yes, with the roster that they are
Well,
now.
Kyler Murray doesn't do what he did last year with this team.
Absolutely not.
He does not do this. He had a good year in Arizona, but he does not do what Carson Wentz did. With what he had around him, maybe him and Miles Sanders get to do some fun things together with the RPOs and all that. But he does not bring this team is picking what the Cardinals were picking this year, maybe a little higher if Kyler Murray's on Philly this year. Wentz, you give Wentz, I love Miles Sanders. I love Miles Sanders. But you give Wentz an offense with Kenyon Drake, Larry Fitzgerald. Even like Larry Fitzgerald, head and shoulders, he's 50 years old. And his head and shoulders better than all the receivers we had last year.
Not word to me. How's that possible? Can we talk about that?
Like, Larry Fitzgerald is older than my dad, and he was still putting up numbers. I love the guy. Like, when he was a free agent, quote unquote free agent a few years ago, I was hoping to God he would be an Eagle.
That would have been phenomenal.
But he's a man of his word. He's like, I'm gonna stay here, no matter how bad it got. He went there. He has played with a lot of quarterbacks in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Murray last year he went 5-10-1, 64% completion rate, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 232 yards per game, 87.4 rating. He was sacked a leading 48 times. His line sucked.
How many rushing yards did he have last season?
How many what?
How many rushing yards?
He had 544.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Carson Wentz had about I don't want to say it.
You don't want. You said correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not gonna say anything.
How many did Carson Wentz have last year?
Carson Wentz had. Oh my God.
I probably got the numbers mixed up.
243.
Yeah, I got the numbers mixed up. He has a total of like 700 in his career, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got the numbers mixed up. Forget
So I mean, like, Wentz, yeah, that line in Arizona would have probably killed him, but he still would have put up numbers. It's
Especially with Larry Fitzgerald is the number one wide receiver for now. And then you got DeAndre Hopkins.
it's just it's so damn disrespectful. What the hell do these guys have to do? Wentz has 97 touchdowns in his first 4 years.
Do you think the Alshon Ominous rumors affected his MVP? Like how people perceive Wentz?
I don't think so, because it's not like anybody in front of him are that much better of a person or a teammate.
2016 and 2017, they were like people were actually like in love with Wentz. Then the injuries happened and the rumors started leaking out and then this and that. And now it's like he's the black sheep of the NFL.
Poor guy too. Like people have been hating on him so much lately for no freaking reason, and he just had a baby.
Even in Philadelphia,
it's ridiculous. Like it's I don't get it, and he just does things that no other quarterbacks does. I found something else the other day. I think it was yesterday. Let me find it. Let me hold on 1 second. That like because you know how Doug EP loves to go for it on fourth downs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at quarterback rushing on third and fourth down for a first down. So since being drafted, 2016, obviously, he's rushed for the second most first downs on third or fourth down among quarterbacks. No matter if 1 yard or 10 yards, he averages 4.38 yards per carry. He has 49 first downs. He's second to Cam Newton, who I think had 56. He has rushed for the most fourth down conversions since 2016, and he's also passed for the second most fourth down conversions since 2016, second to Eli Manning. Like he's putting up the stats, the 4,000 yards, the touchdowns. He's extending drives. He's a great guy. He doesn't talk shit ever. He's the Ginger Phillip Rivers. No, sorry, Andrew Luck. How many times did Andrew Luck get sacked? And he's like, "Hey, nice job." And that's Carson Wentz. And people were saying he might be the next Andrew Luck in like early retirement. Save me that shit. Like shut up. I just don't get what Carson Wentz has done or hasn't done to deserve the absolute hate he gets from people. Like the fact that a prominent radio station in Philadelphia that we will not name.
No, absolutely not.
Because people already know. If you listen, you already know who it is after we describe it. Or had a once and for all Wentz versus Foles. Who would you rather? And the voting was overwhelming. I think it was there was so many, at least over 7,000 votes. 85% said Wentz. Like you're just stirring trouble just to stir it.
It's clickbait. That's all it is.
It is, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And to say another person who I called out for a different take of his yesterday, who responded to me today saying, "Chris, it's just a joke. Shut up." Someone from the radio station we're talking about right now tweeted out saying that it should be an absolute crime and you should be charged with a felony if you are letting fireworks go off within a 5-mile radius of sleeping children. First of all, how the hell are you supposed to know that? Are you going to go door to door? Say, "Excuse me, knock, knock. Do you have sleeping children? Because I feel like I'm going to go set off firecrackers in a minute." And he went off like it should only be on 4th of July. So all the games that happen at night, no fireworks for baseball, no fireworks for football, no. Maybe one for New Year's. Maybe.
So no fireworks when the Eagles score a touchdown and lose.
So I tweeted out, I have a almost 5-month-old who we put white noise on, and she sleeps through it because it's been fireworking here. And when I was down in South Carolina, fireworks every single day down there, and she slept through it. And I have a dog who doesn't give a shit. My dog, like, if she's sleeping, she hears the noise, she picks up her head, and she's like, oh, all right, and then she goes back to bed. And he responds to me, it was just a joke, Chris. Maybe in a few years you'll understand when they grow up and they want to get up past their bedtime and listen to the fireworks. Shut up.
Oh, that's clear.
Shut up.
I'm not that radio.
But anyways, so this same person.
Just to put this out there, that invitation is still out to that one person at that radio station
who still hasn't responded.
Has not responded. He responds to everybody else, but has not responded to us. So that invitation.
We have extended an invitation to someone who goes by initials to many people to come on here and have a friendly debate.
Very friendly.
If it is truly once and for all, debate is here. Because it's ridiculous for his partner in crime to go on and say the Eagles kept the wrong quarterback. They should have kept Foles and traded Wentz for all this draft capital. Who knows what that draft capital would have turned out to be? Then you're stuck with a non-mobile quarterback in Nick Foles with the same injuries going around him, who's never started 16 games in his career.
He got injured
who broke his clavicle in Jacksonville 4 games into the damn season.
Who started terribly with the Eagles until Wentz came in 2018. Let's not.
Who people before the Super Bowl happened, people were screaming for Sudfeld.
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget.
So he went full Trent Dilfer in the playoffs, and you think we should have kept him? Trent Dilfer won the playoffs. He was decent in the playoffs for the Ravens. Their defense is absolutely phenomenal, but they went with a different quarterback right after. He won the Super Bowl, and then they went with a different quarterback right after. He was not on the Ravens in 2001. They won the Super Bowl in 2000. He was not on the Ravens in 2001. So that's Nick Foles actually extended his stay at least. He was a 2-year Trent Dilfer. But again, we love Nick Foles. We love him.
Of course.
But Carson Wentz will end his Eagles career as a franchise leader. He's already the franchise leader in touchdowns in a season, yards in a season. He will end it with the most passing yards in Eagles history and most touchdowns. He'll probably break McNabb's interception percentage, touchdown interception percentage.
He has what?
With probably another Super Bowl under as well.
He has what, the 5th highest right now, career wise?
I think so.
Is that what, 1.7 or 2.7 or something?
No, it's not 2.7. 2.7 is very bad.
Oh, so
he's at 1.7. But it's just okay. All right. Husa.
Should we just do offense this week and defense next week?
Well, let's see how heated we get with the rookie of the year. So I don't think it's gonna be that heated offensive rookie of the year.
That heated, but
it's like because right now the rookie of the year stuff. Joe Burrow at number 1 plus 250. We get it. Number 1 overall pick.
And he's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
He gets AJ Green back. He has Joe Mixon. It's going to be a nice offense.
By the way, is it the same AJ Green? Like, isn't he about to be like 33 years old?
Yeah, we won't talk about that. It's just it's whatever the odds makers want. Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on Kansas City plus 600, which he's going to have in that offense. With Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid, who loves his versatile running backs, that's a good bet. You got Jonathan Taylor on the Colts. You got Marlon Mack there. Yeah. I don't know. Marlon Mack's good.
He's actually really good.
He's very good. I don't know how him being there affects how they're going to use Jonathan Taylor. I would assume Taylor doesn't see the field as much. I mean, Mack, I guess he has his injury concerns. His rookie year of 14 games, 2018, 12 games. Last year, only 14 games. But still, in 14 games, he rushed for over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's still a monster. Like,
with eight touchdowns. He's averaging 77 yards a game.
Maybe, I still don't get the Jonathan Taylor pick.
I don't know if I didn't really look too much into Jonathan Taylor because I knew he wasn't an option for the Eagles whatsoever. But maybe he had something in the passing game because Marlon Mack only caught 14 passes last year.
He's a bit elusive.
Yeah, so maybe that gives him a leg up. But still, Marlon Mack's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Tua at plus 1,000. So if he's healthy, that like we said, we think the Dolphins going to take off.
Especially with Devontae Parker.
Yeah. Devontae versus Michael Thomas.
Let's revisit that conversation next year. Devontae Parker versus Michael Thomas.
J.K. Dobbins, is he going to steal carries from Mark Ingram all of a sudden? So you got Justin Herbert. The Chargers absolutely blow. Justin Herbert is not going to change that. And the Carson Wentz thing, again, the Chargers. There was something on Twitter from Chargers fans saying Wentz is overrated. What the hell did Wentz do to Chargers fans?
You don't remember 2017?
Like, what have the Chargers done to warrant being able to criticize any other franchise? What has the Chargers done?
They got a new stadium.
Congratulations. You went from San Diego to LA. Great job. Yeah, they got nice uniforms.
They do that baby powder.
They won the battle of LA for uniforms because the Rams suck.
The Rams.
So
what the hell's going on with the Rams jerseys?
It's like I created a player on Madden. You got Jerry Jeudy on the Broncos.
On the Broncos with Cortland Sutton and
yeah.
KJ
Exactly. You got KJ Hamler there too. So it's DeAndre Swift. Where did I say he was?
Detroit, I think.
Detroit. See, that's decent.
But
but then you got Kerryon Johnson.
It doesn't make sense.
Cam Akers on the Rams. That makes sense. But then don't they have Henderson? Don't they?
Yeah.
They drafted a running back last year. Render Henderson.
Didn't really see the field that much last year, I think.
So what's going on there? You got at plus 2,000 again. Cam Akers at plus 2,000. Justin Jefferson plus 2,000. Who says he's going to make all the teams that passed him? Blah blah blah.
Isn't that the most tiring quote in the world? Why be better? You got drafted.
Like be happy you got drafted.
Yeah, get over it.
Like you're pretty much saying that I should have went on number 1 overall. You go number 2 overall. I'm going to make that first team regret it. No, shut up. Just be happy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's on the Vikings, so how can you be rookie of the year when you have Kirk Cousins as your quarterback?
And you have Adam Thielen.
Then you got Ruggs at 2,000 on the Raiders have a lot of receivers.
Yeah,
I think they drafted 4 receivers.
Really?
I think so, 3 or 4. And then you got our boy Nelson Aguilar over there.
Yo, I forgot for a second that he's still in the league.
And you got Tyrell Williams over there. You have a ton of receivers there.
Oh, they have what's that kid's name? Renfro?
Hunter Renfro.
Yeah,
very good. And then you got Keyshawn Vaughn, who's on the Bucks. But then you got Ronald Jones.
And Tom Brady don't like to run that much.
Yeah. Tom Brady just likes to just throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs in Tom Brady's
they don't
teams,
miss.
They are not fantasy options. And then you got Jalen Reagor plus 2,000, which I'm here to argue that he has the best chance of rookie of the year outside of the quarterbacks.
And here's to validate that, a tidbit that I read this morning, that Howie and Doug Pederson have actually been sitting with Jalen Reagor on Zoom calls, feeding him a playbook that solely focused on him running different routes on the field, slot, outside. They wanted to focus on running on the outside alongside Deshaun Jackson, but you're going to see him everywhere.
So to translate in layman's terms, they are trying to do in the off season, which is when you should do it, to Reagor, what they tried to do to JJ in the season when you shouldn't be doing that.
But they're doing it with better coaches.
Better coaches and a better wide receiver.
Yes.
And so, if Reagor's going to be, schemed to get all these different touches, and he has that playmaking ability that you've seen on the tape with those terrible quarterbacks that you had at TCU, now he gets Carson Wentz. he might be a 1,000-yard receiver.
Oh my god, I might cry if that happens. I'm not gonna lie.
Or he might, if he's not a 1,000-yard receiver, he might be an 800, 200 type guy where he gets 800 yards receiving and 200 yards rushing based off screens and all this other stuff. It's.
I'm calling it right now. If Rager passes 1,000 yards receiving in his rookie season, I'm buying Chris a jersey, a Rager jersey.
Okay.
Okay.
If he doesn't, I'm not buying shit. And then right behind him, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, I don't think has any shot at Rookie of the Year. He's going to be a good player for Dallas Shore, maybe next year though. You still got Cooper, still got Gallup.
You have Ezekiel, you have Cooper, you have Gallup.
So what is Lamb going to do so special in that offense to garner any type of production that gets you Rookie of the Year?
I think he's going to be tight end.
Maybe. Maybe they stick him at a cornerback. They need a corner.
They do need and a safety.
And they need a center too. But like Lamb is number 3 right now, and again with Skip Bayless, I think I saw that he'd rather have CeeDee Lamb than Tyreek Hill right now. Which,
let's not talk about Skip. I get a headache. That old man needs to retire.
That's rough.
Let's not do it. Don't do it to ourselves. Between that,
I mean, again, with the fact that he said Jalen Reagor is not going to do anything, that means Jalen Reagor is going to go for 2,000 yards.
He's going to run all over the world.
That's it. And then you got defensive Rookie of the Year. Last Rookie of the Year that we're going to talk about. But you know who's not Rookie of the Year and more of an MVP is Manscape. Their Lawnmower 3.0. They are the MVP of manscaping, really. Like I made sure that I went down to South Carolina with it. That was how important. I went down with the buzzer. I went to the whole pack.
Bro,
The carry pack.
It's phenomenal.
The body wash is fantastic.
And the crop mop.
Everything. You rub your balls with that crop mop. It is like you take a bowling ball. You're not gonna roll your bowling ball down the lane without wiping it first and making sure it's nice and clean. You're not rolling your ball down the lane of the lady's leg without cleaning it first. It's simple. Simple as that.
It's either pre-shave Ben Roethlisberger or post-shave Ben Roethlisberger.
Don't let your downstairs look like a game of Jumanji. Don't let your partner pull down your pants and say, "What year is it?" Go to manscaped.com, use promo code FTB at checkout. You get 20% off and free shipping. They got big stuff coming too. Stay tuned because they have some big things coming, new products.
It's kind of cool to have a men's line with all these grooming products. I'm not gonna lie, like the body wash, like it feels amazing.
It's great. You get all these commercials about like, oh, maybe it's Maybelline, or you use conditioner for this and use shampoo for this and toner for this, and it's all for females. But you got men. You got stuff for you. You got stuff for your body. You got stuff for your balls. It's what else you need in the bathroom? Take care of yourself, especially nowadays when we gotta stay inside still. I know things are opening up, but you still. So now, make sure no one smells you for the first time when you walk outside and be like, "Oh shit, you really have been inside." Use these products to clean yourself up, and you will not regret it. We promise you, it is great. You'll smell nice for you and your friends.
Show them that you're corn clean, not corn stink. Ooh, you like that one, right? That was right off the dome.
All right, FTB at checkout. 20% off and free shipping.
Before we finish it, we get to the defensive player of the year. I want to do something different. So on almost every podcast, maybe not today for Chris, but today for me, we always have a brew. There's always an IPA in our hands that we're drinking in. Oh, who's hiding it the whole time? Look, I got my new source.
And this is from South Carolina.
Oh, you brought it up with you.
It's called Seminar Brewing. It took me a while to find a beer this decent, but it's called Pixels. It has a little Mario in it. It's pretty good.
I got Source of Happiness, straight from Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
But what I was gonna say is that whoever listens to the podcast, recommend your brews, and we'll feature it on the next podcast.
Yeah.
Like, why
Maybe.
not?
We'll see. I don't know if I will because my wife is making me cut carbs starting tomorrow. So we ended our Fat Tuesday with some Chinese today.
That's not a bad idea.
No, because we made sure it was this Chinese because since the quarantine happened, this place has been closed down. And while we're in South Carolina, we looked it up and they were reopened. So we're like, you know what? Okay, we're going back to our place. Last meal, and then tomorrow now I gotta cut everything out of my damn diet. I'm not very happy.
All right, well, let's see. I mean, if they talk, we gotta listen, right?
Oh, I had no argument in this.
So defensive rookie of the year.
So we got
very interesting in this category.
So we got Chase Young is the favorite. Isaiah Simmons, my draft crush, plus 600. Chase Young is plus 250. He's gonna have 2 games this year where he doesn't do anything. That's both games against the Eagles because Andre Dillon's going to clamp him. Maybe. I mean, if he can clamp Khalil Mack,
why not Chase Young?
Yeah. You got Isaiah Simmons. You got Kenneth Murray, plus 1,000. Patrick Queen at plus 1,100. Jeff Okudah plus 1,400. Cleavon Chason plus 1,800. Derek Brown plus 2,500. Kinlaw, same odds. Willie Gay, same odds. C.J. Henderson, same odds. A.J. Epineza plus 2,000. Grant Delpit plus 3,500. Xavier McKinney plus 3,500. Christian Fulton plus 4,000. Gladney, same odds. Winfield Jr., same odds. All other defensive rookies plus 5,000 or more. You did not hear any Eagles defensive player, including our 4th-round safety, Kayvon Wallace.
The star of the fans.
Who again, if you didn't listen to our interview, exit out of this one. We already got our view. We already got our click. You know, it's fine. Go listen to the Kayvon Wallace interview. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic. And he follows both of us now on Twitter. Brian got his daughter jersey. He's a man of his word. I will do mine at some point. This is hard for me because I got, a 6-month-old and the smallest jersey they got on NFL.com is size 4, so it's gonna be a dress. You're not gonna be able. It's gonna be a onesie on her. I'll tie the bottom. But at the same time, you know what? It'll be good to get that because I'm gonna say because remember Wallace said gotta buy his jersey so it doesn't change it. I get it for my daughter. She won't really grow into it until she's maybe 3 or 4 years old. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm gonna be like, Wallace, you gotta at least wear this number till your contract's up.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
You see, okay. But you got Davion Taylor for us, another defensive player who's not gonna start, but it's fine that he doesn't have any odds. But Kayvon Wallace, he's not going to start to begin with. Obviously, like every other rookie you just heard, it's probably going to start, maybe with the exception of a couple. But by the end of the year, he's going to be starting. It's no doubt. Right now, you have Mills and McLeod, the quote unquote the starters right now. Then you got Will Park and you got Wallace. You cannot convince me that Wallace is not going to be starting. He's not going to take over. He will take over Mills. Maybe he'll take over Parks, and Parks will just stick to nickel safety roles. Mm-hmm. Which he's adept at that. He's done it. He did it with the Broncos. But Wallace, I think he's going to be all over the place. He's going to be absolutely all over the place. He has the skills to keep up with faster quarterbacks, which we have desperately needed in our secondary with the likes of Russell Wilson that we're playing. Now this year we're facing Lamar Jackson. And you heard from Wallace a couple of years ago. He wants revenge on Lamar Jackson for making him look silly his freshman year. You got to take care of Dak. You got to take care of Dak. We're facing Kyler Murray this year too. It got some mobile quarterbacks. And we need people in the secondary who can keep up with them. Mm-hmm. And I hope to God, Marquand Manuel, you teach these secondary members to not get hurdled because I am tired of seeing our players get hurdled in the secondary.
Yeah.
Every game.
It's by only by rivals.
Every game. No, every game. No matter who we're playing, every game. Every week last year, I had the same tweet: most hurdled team in the league. It came every week. The fact that Vernon Davis can hurdle, like, come on,
like over 4 defenders. Did you see the clip that Liam put up of Wallace sticking it to Justin Jefferson?
Who's Justin Jefferson?
I'm telling you.
I think no. Yeah. Like the fact that like Wallace doesn't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see him against Amari Cooper. Like he's gonna Darius Slay's gonna rub him off, and he's gonna go into safety. Cooper's gonna think he has it, and then boom, Wallace is there. CeeDee Lamb's gonna think he has it. Boom, Wallace is there, and Michael Gallup's gonna think. Then they go to the Giants. Evan Ingram's not gonna be able to go over the middle because Wallace is there. It's whoever else the Giants have, Golden Tate, and whoever the hell the Redskins have. Oh, Terry McLaurin. That's it.
But that's all Slay. Let's leave that to Slay.
Yeah, that's Slay. I mean, McLaren had a pretty nice game against Slay against Detroit last year, but still lost. It is what it is.
Yeah,
we got a team that is ready to repeat as champions, but they stay being disrespected.
It's kind of it's mind-blowing.
It's just a yearly thing.
Yeah.
A yearly thing.
And to be disrespected in your own city it's blasphemous. Like.
I think
it's just wild.
I think just people have nothing better to do nowadays. There's really nothing better to do, especially all these radio stations in Philly now, like just bringing up stupid-ass arguments.
Allen Iverson was in his prime during this time, because imagine these stations trying to act stupid with him.
He wouldn't stand for it. He'd be on there every day. No, he wouldn't. He'd just be talking to the media like, shut up.
Backup? You want to talk about backup?
Hey, Alan. What are your thoughts about Sixers practice facility being opened up now in Jersey? Practice?
You talking about practice?
I ain't going to the facility just for practice.
That's wild, man.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing when Governor Wolf wants to open up the state for some training camp stuff, and New Jersey's starting to open, New York's starting to open. It's only a matter of time before Pennsylvania opens up and we have some sort of normalcy.
Well, yes, no second wave of any more of this stuff.
Yeah, and then we'll be slow speed ahead to Super Bowl 50, whatever it is this year.
55?
55 or is it 54? 55. We were 52. Yeah, 55.
53, and then
double nickel.
Yes, sir. So, anyways, guys, if you're listening to us on Apple, YouTube, doesn't matter where you are, leave us a rating, leave us a review, show us how much you love us. Also,
yeah, really, guys. It's like we only have 19 reviews. That's not even like this is episode 36, right? 37.
39.
38.
39.
39.
What is up with you, bro?
I'm sorry. That's us.
39.
No. What the hell am I doing?
And this is why
it's episode 39. So we only have 19 reviews. That's less than half of a comment per 19 ratings per episode. Come on, we get that you listen to other people. We get it. We understand. It's fine. There's 1,000 podcasts out there, but we love for you to hear what you think of us. Like it's bad or good. If it's bad, we delete it. If it's good, we tweet it.
Yeah. Whatever it is, we take it.
Same thing on YouTube. View us. And if you are that one person that keeps downvoting us, show yourself.
Down liking us, or disliking us.
Down with the thumb down. I said down voting. Stupid.
Oh, no, I thought he said downloading.
Down voting, giving us the thumbs down. Just comment after you do it and say why.
Yeah,
Is it
please.
is there a hairstyles? Like, is it a beard styles? Is it Brian's little Funkos back there?
These are not Funkos, okay? These are brickheads.
Okay, so they're okay. It's probably that then.
Yes, it's Lego brickheads. You build them, you collect them. Look at that.
Okay, I understand the
My
Bible.
Star Wars, my DC ones up there. Look, got the
Yeah.
Batman,
Okay,
Star Wars,
I just no.
Ghostbusters, Back to the Future.
If I ever brought those things to my house, my wife would throw them to the
What
garbage.
is your collection?
I collect growlers because I'm an alcoholic. I have a lot of growlers. I have like 20-something growlers. Okay, I'm going to bed.
All right, man. You enjoy your night. Get some rest. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys next week. And on another note.
Oh, no, wait. Time out. I tweeted today.
Oh, man.
You know, if this is your first time listening, or if you know people who don't listen to us, ask them why. Really. Like constructive criticism is, and we just tell like, this is your homework, everyone. I'm a teacher. Here's your homework. If you listen to us, let us know on Twitter. You know, again, comments, reviews. What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see better? Ask someone why don't they listen to us, and if it's not derogatory, tell us. If it is, tell us too, and we'll find their address, and we'll work on it. That's what it is. You know, we're 39 episodes in. Maybe we have something special for episode 40. We're a little over a month and a half away from a 1 year episode.
Oh, wow.
We started in July last year.
You haven't even made a year yet.
No.
Wow. Thank you, everybody.
We got big things coming.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to bed.
All right. Well, on another note, guys, thank you for tuning in. And
Go Birds.
yes, sir.